is time actually speeding up? How do we navigate that? What do we do with it? I'm Sonia Davis, spiritual growth strategist, and I'm here with my Wednesday wanderings, talking about topics that people have asked me about over the last few days. And this is a big one, the nature of time and how it's changing, and we're going to dive into that. If you're new here, you are very welcome. Please do hit subscribe because it really does make a difference to the channel, and I really appreciate you when you do that. Thank you. I do a little happy dance every time someone subscribes to this channel. And if you've been here for a while, then thank you. I genuinely appreciate you for being here. If you're a regular, you will notice that these Wednesday wanderings are not out and about. They are in my home office again. I'm going to be honest with you. I got myself ready. I had my shoes on, had my bag, had everything sorted to go out. Suddenly, crash, bang, huge thunderstorm. And I was just going downstairs to open the front door and walk out to the park, and it was like torrential rain. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to take that as a sign, and I'm going to talk to you right here instead. There we go. So again, no trees, but you know, I've got some lovely houseplants. So let's meet one of my. This is the houseplant. This sits on my desk, right in the corner by the lamp there. I've got lots of houseplants in. You can see that one behind me. He's not been very well recently, but he's getting there now. It's getting better. I've got a lot of plants in this room. I might show you some more in a minute. So, time. What is going on with time? There's so much happening right now, and it's almost difficult to know where to start. So, time is a human construct, let's be honest. It's a measurement that we use as human beings to help our brain organise things, to measure, to fit things into things. So, and we have conventions around what those are, how long a minute is, an hour, a day, a week, etc. And they've changed over the years, but anyway, they are what they are. Okay, they're a unit of measurement. The reality is, if you go outside of our planet, if you go outside into the wider universe, time doesn't exist. It's not a thing. Time and space are the same thing. It was even Albert Einstein who said that. He came up with this concept called space-time. It's a strange, okay, it's difficult to understand. I'm not even going to begin to try. I am not a physicist. But the nature of time is very subjective. And you will have heard for a long time that time changes as you get older. It speeds up. When you're younger, going from one birthday to the next is like, takes ages. Whereas now you get over a certain age and you think, what, I've only just had one. How can it be another one? That does happen. Okay, that's around our perception that changes in our brain as we get older. But actually, when we start talking on a more spiritual level, which is kind of my bag, I do the psychology as well, of course, but let's go with the spiritual angle on this. Time is speeding up. Time is changing. Now, I had a fascinating conversation with someone about this just a few days ago. And I do have a theory. It's only my own theory. I'll totally own that, but I'd love to know what you think of it. My view, my belief, and other opinions are available, is that the more we connect with the wider universe, with our soul truth, with our purpose, at whatever stage of that we're at, the more the confines of this human mechanism of measurement called time in its form that we are taught as children, the more that falls away and we disconnect from it. So it means that the way that we perceive time, the more spiritually connected we are, the more we perceive time in a different way. Now, that's a theory of mine. It may or may not be accurate, but it feels right. It feels like truth to me. My soul, which has lived many lifetimes and whose origin is Pleiades. I do know my soul origin. We are very deeply connected and we communicate regularly. We are really quite integrated now. That's been a process over the last few months. And my higher self, my soul self, if you like, sees time in a very different way. And I see the span of time across millennia rather than minutes, hours, days, etc. And it's an interesting concept when you are also human, because I am also human and have a human brain that tries to organise things in time blocks, because that's what I do, because I'm human. So what time is it? Is it time to go and eat yet? Is it time to go and do that thing? Is it time for that? Whatever it is, my human brain is slightly obsessed with that stuff. I mean, a little bit too much sometimes. That's some of my neuro squirrely things going on there. But let's not dive into that one right now. But it's almost like I over-focus on the time sometimes when my soul self knows that time doesn't exist. And there's a weird dichotomy and paradox going on there. And no, I'm not going to try and explain how that actually plays out for me, because it's a bit strange. And I'm not sure I can actually put words around it. That's one of the things that happens with this universe connection thing is some of the concepts that I fundamentally understand, there's no way I can put human words around and explain. And that's one of the challenges of doing this work. Particularly for you watching this going, I want to understand what this is all about. And I'm going, I can't put it in human terms. Sorry, that's how it goes. But what I can do is help you access your soul truth so that you know your version of what I know as true for you, and that sits in your soul, not in your brain. That's one of the things I can help you with. But actually putting human words around explaining some of these really quite huge concepts is probably not something I can do. Sorry about that. It's one of the challenges of being human in a multidimensional being, as a multidimensional being, which I know that I am. And I understand that on a cellular level that I can't possibly put words around. Anyway, I'm probably going off on a tangent, but I usually do that on these. So if you're new here, please bear with me. I hope it's interesting. Do let me know. Let me know what you think. So the concept of time, I believe, is very nebulous and very much a human construct, but doesn't really exist. So when it comes to the question of is time speeding up, yes, it is, because more and more people like you are coming and watching these videos, are getting involved in the spiritual world, are connecting with your spiritual soul self on a more deeper level. The more you open yourself up to that, I believe the more we disconnect from the human form of time. And therefore time appears to move more quickly. The reality is it's not linear, it's a singular thing. It's more like a ball that it's permanently there, and we move through it like space rather than a line of then and then. Again, I'm trying to put human words around a difficult concept to explain, and I'm not a physicist to try and break it down in scientific terms either. So I believe that the more we connect with our universal self, our universal truth, we connect with the wider universe in whatever way that is for you. And it will be different for every single one of you watching this. And that's how it should be, because we are all unique, every single one of us. And that's the beauty of what we are. Particularly in human form, we are so unique, and that's fabulous. That's the best thing about us, is how unique we all are. I love it. We have our common humanity, absolutely, but we're not separate because of our humanity. We are together because of our humanity, but our point of difference is our uniqueness, and that is just an amazing, wonderful thing. But on a soul level, we are all multidimensional beings, and our concept of time is not human. on a soul level. It's really not. So what does that actually mean for you, right? Let's bring this down. I mean, I'm talking big concepts here. Let's bring it into the reality, into the here and now. And that's the key. It's the here and now. What that means is that there is only now and not now. Does that make sense? And there's a real sense of, if you live in the now, in the moment, in the here, be really present with yourself, with the world around you, with what's going on. When you are really, really present, you are celebrating the now. So that's doing things like taking the time to acknowledge, this is how I'm feeling in this moment. And to go, this is, I don't know, isn't this a beautiful plant? And this is how it's looking right now. In this now, it's quite happy. It's got plenty of water, not very much because it's succulent, doesn't like much water. But, you know, in the now, this is a thing of beauty. And it sits on my desk and it makes me very happy. It's amongst a load of crystals and next to a salt lamp, but it seems to like living there. That's my now. My now is my reality. I'm here talking to you. I'm sitting, okay, I'm sharing this with you, but I'm actually sitting at my desk in my home office, talking to my phone with a light up behind me. I've got my laptop over there. I've got another plant over on that side of the desk. I've got crystals everywhere. I've got things up on the wall. I've got pictures. I've got a glass of water. This is my reality. And actually taking the time and the moment to notice these things is how we can best honour time and our passage through it. When we keep rushing through and moving to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing, we don't honour the reality that is of the now, which means we're actually squandering the time that we have available. It's an interesting way of looking at things, and I know for me, when I really got my head around this concept of going, when you're really present in yourself, you're grounded in your reality, you're listening to what your body's saying, you're listening to your soul self, you're listening to your heart, you're letting your mind quieten down, you're noticing the things around you, you're feeling, you know, in my case at the moment, my feet on the floor and the chair underneath me, my hands flying around a bit because I always wave my hands when I talk. That's just what I do. When you take the time to notice that, you anchor yourself into the now. And time as we see it is a series of moments of now. From one nanosecond to the next, it's just now and now and now and now and now. And each time you notice something slightly different, that is honouring time and the passage of time. And the more that you rush through and think about what you've got to do 6 moves ahead, whether that's, I've got to rush out and go to that appointment, I've got to go and do that thing, or I haven't brought the laundry in and it's raining, I've got to do that, and I've got to do the whatever it is that is going on for you in your reality. Oh, I've got this thing tomorrow, I've got to sort that out. And always thinking ahead, you're actually not honouring yourself in the now. And you're actually squandering this thing called time, which makes it move even faster in your perception. There's an irony there. We want to move forward, but we forget to be in the now. And that is one of the reasons that we feel time is moving so fast. It's because we're running through it. So next time you feel that time is slipping away from you and you go, oh my goodness, so much to do and I haven't done, oh no, time is speeding up, I can't cope. I want to invite you to just stop and pause and take a breath and just literally notice the things around you, the things you can see, the things you can touch, the things you can hear, the things you can smell, or taste, or whatever. Use your senses, use your physical senses. Connect with your body. Be in the now. Notice things. If there hadn't been a massive thunderstorm, honestly, it was very loud and quite impressive. It seems to have mostly gone over now. There's still some black clouds out there. But if I was out in the park, though, if there hadn't been that thunderstorm, I would be standing with my hand on the tree, touching the tree, feeling the bark, feeling that connection of energy between me and the tree, between the tree and the roots, down into the heart of Mother Earth, all the way through, connected with all the other trees out there through the mycelium, the tiny fungus that connect every tree in the world together. I would be feeling that right now if I was out there, but I'm not. I'm here, so I'm feeling my feet on the floor. I'm feeling the chair under me. I'm feeling my hands moving around and that sense of air. I'm feeling the humidity in the air right now where I am. I'm seeing the light there. I'm seeing all the things on my desk. All of those things are real and true, and that anchors me into the now. So if you're struggling with it feeling like time's running away from you, take a moment to anchor into the now and your reality, because that really helps. But yes, I do believe time is speeding up, because time is a human construct, and as humans we are upgrading, we are changing, we are transforming as beings, as a species. I'm not going into all the details of that here. That's a different topic altogether. But I do genuinely believe that as humans on our journey of growth and transformation, particularly right now, we are inside what will probably prove to be the most potent and powerful eclipse portal ever. I believe that because of some of the astrology and because of what we're already feeling. The eclipse portal opened with the new moon last Saturday on the 23rd of August. And where are we now? It's the 27th, Wednesday the 27th. We are in the energies of the eclipse portal already, and it's going to ramp up, and this is going to carry us through most of September, and it's massive. We will all be different out the other side of this eclipse portal. I'm already feeling massive changes, huge changes within myself, and I'm seeing them in people around me as well, and we're only a few days into this one. And it is going to condense time again. The point of a transformation portal like this eclipse portal is that it takes you from one state of being to another state of being in a supercharged 100 times speed, I suppose is the word I would use there. It's like it condenses time so that you move through multiple stages of growth in a really, really condensed period of time. And yes, this is big concept stuff. And yes, it might be frying your brain, and I apologise for that. But do let me know if it all makes sense and you're going, yeah, that's perfect. Now, please tell me, okay? Because I do sometimes wonder if some of the concepts that my brain connects with, because of my connection, because of how integrated I am with my higher self, with my soul origin self, with Keisha, the Pleiadian high priestess that I know that I'm unusual in some of the ways that I see things. So sometimes I explain things that others are going, I have no idea what you're talking about. But that's okay. It's all right. It's fine. You don't have to. If you do understand me, though, please do come and tell me, because it's always good to know that it's landing and making sense. Even if you're going, I don't understand all the concepts, please do lean into the bit around being present in the here and now. And this is about present in your soul, in your heart truth, not in your head, not in your thinking brain that's going to try and rush you forward, but in your now of who you are and what your purpose is. And that's the biggest message I can give you about this eclipse portal. Be true to you and who you really are, not what you think other people want from you. This is about you. This is about truth. This eclipse portal is going to unpeel so many layers from so many people. And it wants you, the universe wants you to connect with your truth, to really lean into what your purpose is in this lifetime. If you have a dream of creating some massive legacy, I want to reassure you, the universe only gives you dreams that are yours. It only shows you those things because they're available for you, even if you don't know how to do that yet. Even if you sit there, I've got this dream and I can picture myself doing this and I can imagine myself in this place. I have no idea how to get there. That's when you need to come and talk to me, because that's my zone of genius. That's my speciality, because I use all my gifts, my Pleiadian High Priestess gifts, to see through to your potential. And I condense time and I look beyond the time zones and the ways that you hide yourself, and I help you unlock it for yourself so that you can find a path through. So do come and talk to me if you're going, but I have no idea how to make that happen. Trust that you wouldn't have the dream in the first place if it wasn't available to you. And then come and have a chat with me. Honestly, drop me a message, reach out to me. One of the best ways to do that is actually to book an expansion audit. I'll drop the link for that in below, because they're a really powerful way to help you reconnect with exactly what you need to do to reach that goal, reach your next step. And you leave that session, one-to-one session, knowing exactly what your next steps are. We clear away the noise, we get rid of the mess and the narratives and the ways that get in the way. Not all of them your own. I'm not saying it's all on you, but that's what those sessions do, and they are really powerful. And if you have one of those and then go on to jump into my expansion portal, which is my 6-month program, or my one-to-one work, whichever, then you get credited back with the cost of the audit session towards that as well. So it's either free if you then jump into one of my things, or it's a really valuable session in its own right, and there's never any pressure to jump into anything if it's not right for you. That's not how I work. I don't believe in that. I don't do pushy sales stuff. That's not my vibe at all. If I think something will work for you, I'll tell you, but I'm not going to push you into it. So don't ever worry about that. But if you would like one of those expansion audits, please do click the link below. All the details of that takes you to a webpage. You can have a look. Or if there's anything else you want to ask me, just drop a question below. I'm always open to answering your questions, and I really appreciate when you like and comment on this. And please do subscribe as well, because honestly, I want to get this message out to so many people. I want to share what I'm about with more people. I genuinely want to grow the number of people that can receive these pieces of information, because I know I wouldn't be guided to speak these words if there weren't people out there needing to hear them. And I really hope that you find these useful. But if you like and subscribe as well, you'll help other people find them as well. So that's my ask of you. If you wouldn't mind, that would be wonderful. I really appreciate it. Thank you for that. But I'm going to leave that there, because my time feels like it's coming to an end for this video. I am sending you so much love. I will be back again on Monday with the weekly energy update and card guidance to get you through the week. It's such momentous times. Please do check those out. And if you haven't seen this week's, go back and watch that. It's on my channel. Because we're in just such huge times right now, and it's really powerful. And the more you work with the energies, the more empowered you are to go and build that dream legacy that you want. So I'll leave that there for now. I'm sending you so much love. It all comes down to you, what's in your heart, what's in your soul. Connect with that, connect with the here and now. And I will see you very soon. Take care.